Hey, what's up guys? TreyStar here, also known as John. Response video. That intro probably was not needed. Ooh, I'm just looking at the screen right now. First time doing this. Okay, first things first. I want to get down that when I was young, I was a console gamer. Very first system was the Nintendo 64, then got to the Xbox, and yada yada yada. I have every system pretty much ever since. Except for the Wii U. Yeah, the Wii U. Have every system. Dabbled in handheld systems, and I have recently, since the Xbox and PlayStation 3, been a computer guy. Completely up straight computer. I prefer the computer over the systems now, every day. Thing I will get to why later. But this is a response video for 3 kilobytes. I have a list that I'm looking at. First things first. System hardware. PlayStation 4 is better than the Xbox. We all know that. This is about the Xbox One though, but the always on 24/7 thing, I don't really have to say anything about that. Everyone has their own opinion about it. Thing is, it works for computers because you're online anyways to basically do everything. They have probably not the same system, but Steam, Origin, GameStop, I all use these apps or whatever, or these retailers online to buy my games and get digital stuff. So basically, I get almost every game. Even some exclusives maybe that are just for the consoles but yet get sent to the the computer because of these retailers. But they have kind of like an always on system where to buy the game you have to be online to access their stores. It's of a course thing. And once you buy it, you can go offline and play it. It's just a code that goes, I don't know, it works for the computer because you're usually on all the time. But for the Xbox, there be problems like 3 kilobytes said. So yeah, I agree with you guys with that. The arcade thing that you guys said, problem. Xbox, and this is information I'm taking from Total Biscuit, which he's done quite a bit. They're not really accepting the arcade stuff. The arcade games, which are the indie companies, are not really getting that. Are getting butchered by Microsoft's Xbox One. No, even Xbox 360. They've been keeping them pretty much out without a developer. And while they can go without having to pay an exclusive amount of money or hooking up with a developer and losing great amount of their profit, go to the computer or the PlayStation 4 and just place their indie game up there. The reason why I'm saying this is that after all the shit that Xbox One has, if they have I don't want to say very good, possibly even really good Xbox exclusive titles, wouldn't they, in a sense, still sell their systems, even though it might be $900 for a system, which is an insane amount of money. And it's this arcade preventing indie companies to bring in their games is gonna hurt them, which is gonna make them even more hurt. This is a response video, also it's information what I think. Whatever. The used game, Arcade Indie, sorry, I'm going all over the place. Arcade Indie, they are not gonna do good there. Like Dust and Elysium Tale, they go to Xbox, made by one person. Then he ported it over to the computer, which was very good port. I played it. I love it. And I stopped playing this because I don't want it to end. It's so good. I love it. And I would sink so much time into that. The Kinect, yes, everyone, like you said, what Tobiscus said, you're the guys who actually answered the question. Like, oh, no, they don't do it on YouTube. I've been watching YouTube videos of it. The games are basically, I think, like Toll Biscuit said, is the major factor. It wouldn't matter what the system requirements are, what the things are. It's if they get the good console exclusive titles. If it's a good game, everyone's raving about it, like, oh my gosh, this is a good game. You guys should go buy it on the Xbox, but it's only for the Xbox One. Which brings me to the question, 3 kilobytes. Would you buy the Xbox One if they had exclusive titles just for the Xbox One that you would like? Would you not, in fact, buy it? Please answer truthfully. Even other people, please answer truthfully. Because to be honest, even though the system requirements are shit, game exclusive titles make the big difference. What you can do with those game exclusive titles, what you can do with different games. I came to the computer mostly because of Fallout New Vegas game being able to mod, some other game, Minecraft being able to be modded, Minecraft being better on the computer than on the Xbox 360, everything. It's the reason why I moved over was because of the games in fact could get modded, and also that I get pretty much the whole repertoire of games that come out, even if they are later, even if they're shitty console ports that come to the computer. They are still games that computer gamers get, and we get them sometimes at cheaper than do the console gamers, which are $60. I know this for a fact, and maybe it is rising, I have no idea, but still, we get cheaper. We get what console gamers get for $60. We probably could get for $40. They do it, or $20. We get it cheaper, and also we get these indie game titles which are amazing and good quality that go sometimes, like Dust and Elysian Tale, go on par on actual big game video game companies, which is made by one man, which is saying something. One man can do all that, and he's on par with a big time like Microsoft, EA, all those guys. That's a big deal. Basically, it goes, I think it boils down to what games get placed on there. Me, personally, I prefer the PlayStation 4 right now. But the games might be different. I'm almost done. 10 people sharing. 10 people sharing. You guys were talking about it as if you could share games and that. I wanted to hazard a guess. No, you can't share games. You can never share games. I think it's mostly going to be like the cloud system, where you go and place your game saves onto that system, into like a memory storage off the game system, and then the people who are part of your family, the 10 people who are part of your family, you can go easily onto their console and play a game that you own for your gamer tag and play it, or which they own, and you can play together and you will still have your save files, which is nice, but basically it's almost saying like using the cloud system now. It's basically useless. I only use it ever when I feel like it. I have to move from place to place because my parents are divorced. My dad owns an Xbox. I own my Xbox, my 360 myself. So I sometimes don't bring my Xbox 360 over here, and then I go and play on my dad's console. And I want to keep mostly my Minecraft world safe. I take it, place it on the cloud, and then when I get back home, I can go like, oh, here's my cloud save. Take it off, or just leave it there and then just play it. That's the only thing to it. That's the only use for it. It's only, but I just use it because it's there. Otherwise, doesn't really matter. I could be like, oh, I just leave a file here. Don't really care about it. Just play it when I'm here. Doesn't make it that big deal. Other than that, the games. That's the only thing I have to say. Games is what gamers are gonna go for. And to be honest, at E3, I think even if PlayStation 4 brings out like, oh yeah, we got 30 console exclusive games. Here you go. It wouldn't matter that much when Xbox comes out and says, here's seven really good console exclusive titles that we're bringing to you. Only for the Xbox One. That's it. It's not, PlayStation 4 is not going to matter. I want to say this because Xbox One has been getting a lot of media attention. And a lot of bad media attention. And a lot of publicity. They are not doing so well. But if they come and bring out like, here's these good games, they are going to turn possibly the publicity to their favor, and a lot of people are going to be like all hyped up about the Xbox One, like, oh, look at all these console titles, I need to get the Xbox One so I can have these Xbox exclusive titles. But the thing is that, but what about the PlayStation 4 with the 30 still good game exclusive titles? People will be like, the news people probably will be like, oh, yeah, there's these 30 here, but there's 6 really good ones here. They've turned it around. They're gonna care. They're probably more gonna care about what the Xbox One has to offer then, and then instead of the PlayStation 4, and then the PlayStation 4 is gonna end up going down unless someone gets one of the Xbox exclusive titles and say like, oh yeah, this is actually a piece of crap game. Don't buy it. Then that probably will take people off. But that's it. That's it. I'm done. I think that's the best way to say it, is that games is what matter. But 3 kilobytes, please answer my question. If the Xbox One had really good, or good Xbox One exclusive titles, would you then buy the Xbox One? Please be truthful. And if anyone wants to comment answer that, please comment below. And I've been TreyStar, also known as John, giving you a reply video and also giving out information what I think. See ya!